Well guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to our 20th new country in the van. 21 if you also count the UK. And we are in Luxembourg. And Nicola was so excited that she just went on without me. So let's catch up and go and explore Luxembourg. So bimbling around Luxembourg, and I've managed to lose Nicola in a charity shop. Oh, hang on, here she comes.
Well, that was a double-edged sword.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I think that's nuts roasting, and not yours.
You've just been in a shop and my nuts are roasting, oh dear.
So I got really excited there, because you know my love of charity shops. And I was kind of thinking Luxembourg, you know, it's probably going to be a little bit pricier than your Coleraine and stuff. Turns out it was a designer charity shop. And I thought, oh, this is a really nice jacket, just what I'm looking for, to go to a wedding.
Go on before she says it.
How much
do you
think
reckon?
It was?
Charity shop. €60.
No.
100?
No.
More?
Yes. €250.
Although, to be fair, you did see a bag or something in some other shop.
I saw a Christian Louboutin, is that how you say it? Bag. Well, there was several bags, and they varied from €1,800 to €3,000. So that jacket's a bargain.
Christopher Louboutin needs a good Louboutin up his backside for those sorts of prices. So it's quite expensive in Luxembourg. Kind of a meal, just like a burger, is like €20 per plate. So we've just created and just had a Burger King for the first time in...
We probably don't even have one a year, so... but it was tasty.
But they've changed.
I had a double cheeseburger. Oh.
They've changed so much. They no longer give you lids or straws if you're sitting in, which I guess is good for the environment. But I kept going back and saying, "Can I have a lid and a straw?" And he went, "Go out, go out." I was like, "What?" But obviously they only give you a lid and a straw when you're going out. That's the palace we just walked past.
And the guard defending it, one guard, I swear he cannot be older than 10.
Yeah.
He's so young.
Defending. Where's she away to? Nooks and crannies, people, nooks and crannies.
If there's open, you can go in.
So Nicola, where have you brought us?
Not my fault. It's meant to be a 9-minute film showing here about the towers, but it's obviously not running, so...
Tell you what though, you can see her shedding her jacket. I'm going to get rid of this one as well because it is rather warm out there.
I just pressed the E button, which obviously was English.
We're being locked in. Did you bring popcorn?
I bought nuts and mango slices. Sweet.
Well, there's 10 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. So Nicola's off to visit the Bach casements, I think they're called. €10 a person, not really my cup of tea. I think it's some underground caverns or something. I think it's the most popular thing to do in Luxembourg. I'll save my €10 for cake. Ooh, it's an interesting city actually, Luxembourg. It's got a couple of different sort of feels to it. It keeps reminding me of different places we've been. Dinan in France being one of them. It is quite nice. I'm not sure about you, but when I sort of first thought about it, whenever we would come to Luxembourg, it's a whole different kettle of fish that is. When I was coming to Luxembourg, I kind of thought it was going to be sort of quaint and, just in case it's too bright for people looking at the pictures, yeah, I thought it was going to be nice and quaint and sort of quiet, but it's a massive, massive city. However, public transport since March 2020 has been completely free. Trams, trains and buses. So we're our campsite, we're about 7 or 8k away, and the last couple of days we've just been able to kind of ride the free buses in and around, so that's absolutely fantastic. And the cheapest diesel we have seen in a long time, 1.38 per litre. So we'll be getting some of that whenever we leave tomorrow. Everything else, however, very expensive. But yeah, it's quite a nice city, quite a nice city. And thankfully we got decent weather, because I think over the next couple of days it is going to be a little bit rainy, or at least after the weekend once we leave Luxembourg. So, but yeah, Nicola's in the box casements. I'm just hanging out, waiting on her, and then we'll wander off somewhere else. Time to cash in some of my chips, and do not adjust your picture. We are not in Portugal. Apparently Luxembourg does have quite a Portuguese influence, and we found some pastel de natas. An English breakfast tea, where Nicola's all happy about that. But yeah, pastel de natas. Now, are they as good as Portugal? Let's find out. Pressure's on, Luxembourg. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Not a bad effort. Oh, let's go to Portugal. Whoa. So Nicola, how were the box casements?
I was actually quite disappointed with this one. It only lasted about 45 minutes, and that's maximum, because I was going up and down, up and down. You're walking through like tunnels that are sort of cavey-like, and they just give you views of the city at different points. And for €10, I would save your money and just walk up top and get your views that way. I don't think it's worth the money.
Well guys, we have driven on from Luxembourg City itself, about an hour further north, and we are now in Vianden, and we've especially come here so Nicola can scratch her castle itch, as always. But she's just realised that the castle's up on top of a pretty steep hill. So.
It's quite a long way up.
But it's a beautiful camper stop. We're actually stopped at right on the river. We're parked down here. 20-something euro a night.
€25 including electric.
Yeah, so.
But annoyingly, the toilets are locked between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m, which I think is really weird.
Better cross our legs. Right, it looks like a lovely little village as well, so we shall wander on. This one here is going to go to the castle. I'm going to stay outside.
I'm a bit panicky, because I'm not sure if one night's going to be enough, and we've only got one night, so I'm a bit like, I've got to go!
Let's go, quick, come on, keep up, one night!
I'm going!
So Nicola has wandered on into the castle. I guess she'll be a couple of hours. I'm just going to mooch around the actually above the village at the moment. Looks like there's a chairlift that takes you from the ground up to maybe a little cafe. I'm just going to stomp on up. All those pennies saved means pennies good. In fact, yesterday, some of those pennies saved allowed us to have a pastel de nata. Portugal! Quite nice views from the top. $6.50 for a single trip. So I think I'll just walk back down again. Again, all that money saved means more for cake. Ooh, wonder if I can get another pastel de nata. Now I have a bit of a dilemma. Do I tell Nicola about this? Because she will want to come up. And again, she's in there somewhere, living her best castle life. Speaking of living your best life, look at that bucket. Taking time off work to ride the chairlift. Good on you, bucket. The funny thing is, if you watch carefully here, watch as that chair goes up with a bucket on it. You might not be able to make it out, but it actually takes a picture of the chairlift as well, so that bucket really is living it. Oh, there you go. That bucket is living its best life. Go on, bucket. Right, well, I'm going to start wandering back down again. I guess Nicola will be still in the castle, so I'll just probably wander on back down into the town. But yeah, the question is, will I let her know about this place? Right, so we just had a call from Nicola. She's finishing up at the castle. So I guess we should probably put up some footage and then she'll give a little bit of a summary of what she thought about the castle. She's only been about an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm going to say maybe a 6.5 out of 10. But anyway, next up, some footage from Nicola, and then we'll come back and see what she thought of the castle. And Vianden Castle?
Vianden was really good to begin with. I was quite enjoying it. But halfway round, I read that it had been restored in the 70s.
Did it have some of that 70s wallpaper on the walls? No?
No, nor that like carpet you get in the pubs that's really sticky.
What pubs are you going into?
Anyway, back to Vianden, yes. So halfway round, when I realised it had been restored and I wasn't seeing the original state of the castle, I was a little bit more disappointed. It's okay, I spent an hour there. I think that one was about €12 maybe. I'm not sure I would bother going, personally. The little town's quite sweet as well, but I don't think the whole thing's worth going out your way for. But if you absolutely love castles and you don't mind them being restored, it's worth a look.
Oh, look. Shahaz is in exploring again. Every time. Try it once more. It's a viewpoint. Ooh, long way down there. Another viewpoint of the castle. Oh, a bit bright. There you go.
Oh,
very nice.
Stay there.
Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed that little bimble ramble around Luxembourg. This morning we actually went to go and do the Valley of the Seven Chateaux, which I think is a very popular driving, cycling route to do. But in all honesty, after visiting a couple of them, a little bit pants. So we actually drove on and drove out of Luxembourg into Belgium, which is where we are now. And in fact, Nicola isn't with me because she's already disappeared up here to a castle, Bouillon Castle, but that will be a story for next time. And as next times go, this week coming in is going to be our last week on the road for a little while. After 9 months in mainland Europe, we're heading back to the UK. But as I said, that will be a story for next time. Well, once again, thanks a lot for following along, and I best go find Nicola so we can start next week's vlog. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Right. She'll be in that castle somewhere.